The AEGIS Solo Kneel is the next generation of windshield setting tools, allowing you to single-handedly install windshields by yourself on traditional two-technician jobs. The improved design of the Solo Kneel has all the great features of the Solo 2, but is now 25% lighter, making it the lightest setting tool on the market today. The Solo Kneel is CE certified for occupational health and safety and has a maximum safe working load of 75 pounds or 34 kilos. Once you've mastered the Solo Kneel, you'll want to use it on all installations to prevent injury or strain on your back, arms, and shoulders. The AEGIS Solo Kneel features the key components seen here. There are two main parts, the door glass apparatus and the windshield support apparatus. The AEGIS Solo Kneel Deluxe also includes a set of AEGIS glass handlers, which we'll use in our demonstration. Solo Kneel's door glass apparatus has two suction cups which attach to the door glass. The reversible and extendable arm allows you to work from either side of the vehicle and adjust to all sizes of vehicles and window configurations. At the top of the arm is the retractable pin. The pin fits inside the windshield support apparatus to create a pivoting joint. It retracts so that you won't need to lift the glass after the adhesive has made contact. Solo Kneel's windshield support apparatus also uses the suction cups for attachment to the glass. The bearings in Solo Kneel's windshield support apparatus allow both axial and rotational movement of the assembly. The support rod's length allows you to walk around the front of the vehicle without reaching or straining, reducing the chance of injury. The support rod is made of hardened solid steel strong enough to support the largest and heaviest windshields. A brake with a convenient latch allows you to control the movement along the rod and lock the rod while the windshield is in the cradle. For our demonstration, a set of AEGIS glass handlers is used to help control the glass. A patented design provides ergonomic advantages when setting the windshield. Solo Kneel is built using specially designed Woods Power Grip cups. Each of the 6-inch cups provides 70 pounds or 32 kilos of holding power while allowing placement on narrow or contoured door glass. The red lines on the plunger are used to verify a proper seal to the glass. Proper positioning of the Solo Kneel's components is essential, so the glass aligns with the opening in the vehicle. First, prep the vehicle by removing the cowl, antenna, and wipers as applicable. Then decide which side of the vehicle you will work from. You'll need to insert the pivot arm in the tube on either the left or right side of the door glass apparatus, depending on which side you'll be working from. Insert the pin ring. On large vehicles, vehicles with a wide A pillars, or vehicles with certain configurations, you may need to extend the pivot arm for greater reach. Pull out the pin ring and extend the pivot arm to the second blue line and reset the pin. With the glass removed from the vehicle, place a mark on the A pillar, 11 inches or about 28 centimeters below the top of the windshield opening. This measurement is intended as a starting point and will vary slightly per vehicle. Clean the door glass to ensure the suction cups will hold securely. Fold back the side mirrors if necessary. Place the door glass apparatus on the door glass, aligning the outside edge of the blue line on the arm with the mark on the A pillar. Now, mount Solo Kneel's door glass apparatus. Press the cups against the glass and pump the plungers until the red lines are no longer visible. Check that the pin is in the up and locked position. Place the windshield stand close to the side of the vehicle where the door glass apparatus is mounted. Clean the exterior surface of the windshield. The bottom of the windshield should face the rear of the vehicle. On the side of the windshield you'll be mounting to the door glass apparatus. Measure down 6 inches or 15 centimeters from the top of the windshield. This can easily be done using the cup of your glass handler. Check that the brake latch is in the locked position so the rod does not slide while you're positioning the windshield support apparatus. Make sure the rod is parallel with the top edge of the windshield. The outer edge of the outer cup should be approximately 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters in from the edge of the glass. Mount the cups by pressing them against the glass and pumping the plungers until the red line is no longer visible. On the side of the windshield you will be mounting to the door glass apparatus. Attach a glass handler in the lower corner by pumping the plunger until the red line is no longer visible. Holding the brake lever, release the latch. Using the glass handler and the rod of the windshield support assembly, raise the windshield and place the pivot joint at the end of the rod into the retractable pin on the pivot arm. In situations where you cannot fit a windshield stand next to the vehicle, you'll have to lift and carry the windshield with the glass handlers and mount the pivot joint to the pivot arm. Now attach the glass handlers to the exterior of the windshield on the side opposite of the windshield support assembly. Pump the plungers until the red lines are not visible. The placement of the glass handlers will depend on what is most comfortable for you. The closer to the edge the glass handlers are positioned, the longer your reach with the solenoid. On tall windshields, you'll have to position the bottom glass handler higher for improved balance. You should dry set the glass before applying the adhesive. If you have not already done so, you want to remove the antenna if it's in a position that could interfere with the installation. Holding the brake lever, release the latch. Grasp one glass handler, then the other. Lift the windshield, tipping the glass back slightly, and slide the windshield along the rod while walking around the front of the vehicle. Hold the glass close to your body and take advantage of the support rod's length. The rod will flex slightly with weight applied. Align the glass parallel to the opening and lower the top corner into position. If the glass doesn't align in the opening, you'll need to adjust the position of the door glass apparatus. On some vehicles, the bottom edge of the windshield may sit below the hood's top edges. In those situations, the glass will need to be tucked under the hood before you position the top corner. With the first side of the glass in position, let go of the glass handlers and move to the opposite side of the vehicle. Grasp the solenoid support rod with the hand closest to the vehicle and hold in place. With your other hand, release the retractable pin by loosening the thumb screw, lifting it, then sliding it over and down. Now with the pin retracted, slide the support rod toward the glass slightly to clear the arm and lower the glass into position. The windshield should be aligned to drop into the opening with minimal to no movement. With the glass in the correct position, make an alignment mark on the glass and the body using a wax pencil. Replace the pivot joint on the pin. Now lift the windshield out of the opening using the glass handlers and slide along the support rod while moving back to the other side of the vehicle. Remember to utilize the length of the support rod so you can cross the front of the vehicle without reaching over. Set the windshield on the stand. Once the windshield or pinch weld has been prepared for adhesive application, apply the adhesive. Now you can do the final set with a solenoid. You'll also want to prepare tape or AEGIS adjuster lights if no setting blocks are present. Repeat the setting process as in the dry set. Remember to release the retractable pin on the pivot arm and slide the support rod toward the glass to gently lower the windshield into place with minimal movement. Apply tape to the top edge of the glass or use AEGIS adjuster lights if no setting blocks are present to prevent the windshield from sliding. Lock solenoid's brake to lock the support rod in place. Remove the equipment from the glass by lifting the tab on the edge of each cup. Place the equipment back in its carrying case. Congratulations! You've now completed an installation using the solenoid. Following a few simple maintenance steps will help your AEGIS solenoid perform the way it's intended. At the end of each day of use, clean the suction cups with an alcohol-based glass cleaner. Next, use your finger to spread a generous amount of glycerin on the underside of the cups. Wipe excess glycerin with a lint-free cloth and check that the felt filters are in place. Check all screws and fasteners. Test the support rod brake and wipe the rod with an oil-impregnated towel. To test the brake adjustment, engage the brake, grasp the windshield support apparatus by one of the brackets, and hold it vertically. If the rod moves, you'll need to adjust the brake. To adjust the brake, unlatch the brake and loosen the brake screw one full turn using an 1/8-inch hex key. Using the special hex key included in the Solo Neal, tighten the brake latch screws until the latch slides with some friction. Latch the brake and tighten the brake screw until the rod does not move. The bearings are pre-lubricated at the factory. If needed, remove the oil hole screws and add several drops of light general-purpose oil to each bearing. Reinstall screws and wipe excess oil from the outside edge of the bearings and support rod. If you have difficulty maintaining suction, clean the glass and the cups with a lint-free towel. If the problem continues, check the cup for cracks, scratches, or cuts. If present, the cup will need to be replaced. If there is no apparent damage to the cup's surface, the plunger is most likely the culprit. The plunger seal may need lubrication. Pull the plunger and apply the lubricant included with your Solo Neal. If that doesn't work, the plunger needs to be replaced. Contact AEGIS for a replacement plunger. If you're having trouble aligning the windshield correctly in the opening of the vehicle, you can practice mounting the Solo Neal while the old windshield is still in place. This will only work if the windshield is not too badly damaged and any cracks are not located directly underneath the suction cups. Never place suction cups over broken or damaged glass. First, set up the windshield support apparatus on the old windshield according to the guidelines given in the dry set. Mount the windshield support apparatus 6 inches or 15 centimeters down from the top of the windshield and 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters in from the outer edge of the glass. Make sure the support rod is parallel to the top of the windshield. Attach the windshield support apparatus by pumping the plungers. Now, with the pivot joint over the A-pillar of the vehicle, line up the blue line of the pivot arm of the door glass apparatus and mount the apparatus to the clean door glass. The door glass apparatus is now in the correct position to install the new windshield. As you gain experience using the AEGIS Solo Neal, you'll not only be able to install windshields by yourself on traditional 2-technician jobs, you will want to use it for all installations. Your return on investment is fast. Productivity increases while reducing the chance of injury.